kick it and go, kick it and go. With the ball, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With the ball, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been a...
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Washington.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Washington.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
From 3 yards out. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. Aaron Donald on the stop.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington.
Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Henry. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He hits White, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
It's a gain of
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. On the left side, a catch by White. And he goes out right around the 39.
complete.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. It's a gain of 7.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
The 7-yard line.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
By number 11.
An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They keep it with Henry on first down. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Caught left side, Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's a gain.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. White's got a 1st down and more. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. James White, 94 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Able to find Harris, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Forced out to his left, and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his 1st career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Haskins now off the bootleg. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Big hold of the 30. Harris has it over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Go, go. 56, right there, 56. So we got man.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wait.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Buying time to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. This pass finds its way to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Williams. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Giants on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Now it's Henry pushing through the contact. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
First down, Washington.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Garoppolo on first down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
21. 65. Check the backer. 25. Check 25.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got Burton here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
38, Giants 12.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use.
It's caught inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Haskins going to try to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it right side to White. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's brought down. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.